Hey there, and welcome back to another video. So, today we are going to be talking about bonus rolls in Warlords of Draenor. So, the bonus roll system is going to continue, and they have expanded it a little bit in terms of... They basically now have got better tech to ensure that you don't get dupes and things like that. I did a video ages ago covering that system, though, and really what I'm going to be talking about today is just how you get the new bonus roll coin thingy. Because, of course, lesser charms are gone, and they are scrapping that system. Instead, we are going to be directly getting Seals of Tempered Fate. You can get a maximum of 20, and you can get 3 a week. That's like a limit. So really, it's just like Warforged Seals in that regard. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I sitting here in the Dwarven Bunker? Well, the reason why I am in the Dwarven Bunker is because it will let you get one of them for free every week. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but trust me, you'll find out later on in this video that actually is a very nice quality of life thing, because there are a number of ways of getting these seals of Tempered Fate. I'll just double check here the level. Yes, it's at level 3 that you get that. Now, level 3 is going to take quite a bit of time to unlock with the Dwarven Bunker, so you will have to at least bear that in mind. However, the Dwarven Bunker is one of the cookie-cutter buildings that I've identified for raiding and PvE players, so you will probably be leveling this thing up, anyway, so it shouldn't take too much extra effort out of your day. Now, let's have a look at the second and final way of getting things via the garrison. From time to time, you'll get a rare mission. This one's for killing Rookmar, who is actually one of the world bosses. But of course, this is your followers doing it, not you. So this is a decently challenging mission. It's called here an exhausting one, so I think that means there's more cooldown time for your followers again. But anyway, if you complete it, you'll get a Seal of Tempered Fate in 10 hours once it's done, so let's just throw some of my followers at it and we'll see, yeah, they're pretty able to do that. Anyway, so that's what's going on with the garrison stuff. The other ways of getting these Seals of Tempered Fate are located in Ashran, so I'm going to hop over to another character and show you that. Okay, so here we are on Ashran, and it's time to have a look at this way of getting the Seals of Tempered Fate. Now, this is always available in that they're just, repeatable quests to hand in currency, so this is going to be the most reliable thing, and this is probably the source, of most of the Seals of Tempered Fate that will be doled out to players in the game. So let's talk to this guy. And you can see here we've got a number of different ways of getting them, either by turning in honor, 500 honor points. We can also turn in 300 garrison resources. However, it is worth noting that, at the start of things in WoD, maybe your garrison resources will actually be a rather precious resource. The next thing here is Apexis crystals. 1,000 is a lot, and I don't recommend turning in Apexis crystals. I'll show you why in a second. And then finally, there's just some raw gold. You can drop some money on it. Now, on multiple characters, doing the gold thing is going to be pretty expensive, and here's why. Because 500 gold, not that much. There you go. We get a seal. Let's try to... Oh, what? Piles of gold. Now it's 1,000. If you just try to do the same one again and again, the cost will continually increase. So if I drop a grand in this, then I will find that it requires 2,000 gold. The same thing happens for honor. Same thing happens for garrison resources and Apexis crystals. This is just to make sure that players are actually doing a decently kind of varied amount of content. The good news, however, is that this is not much of a problem. 500 gold is really not that much, and there will be more ways of getting gold in Warlords, and I think your passive gold income will easily be able to hit take a hit of a 500 a month per character. Also, honor points are really easy to get. You can get 500 by just popping into Tol Barad. I don't know if they'll try to nerf that or not, but you can just pop into Tol Barad, get a quick victory, or whatever, and maybe just kill some of those, those mobs from 5.1. So the honor point one's really simple to get. Of course, later on in the game, garrison resources, they'll just be floating around. They'll be coming out of your ears, so that'll be fine. But then Apexis crystals, 1,000 Apexis crystals. Now, you can earn 1,000 Apexis crystals a day, roughly, by doing these daily quest thingies, which are basically renown hearts. I've shown them before multiple times on the channel. And that's fine, but you don't want to turn them into Seals of Tempered Fate, at least initially. The reason for that's because you want to be putting all of your Apexis crystals into these guys. Oh, I did not know they sold that amount. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so these guys will sell Apexis crystal gear. 630, I believe, is... Oh crap, it's either normal or heroic dungeons. My brain is breaking. But anyway, you initially buy these for a few thousand each, so as you can see, missing out on a grand... 1,000 of these is not something you want to do. Now, of course, these are actually available in better variants. So there's the 645s. That's LFR quality gear, I believe. So it says they're high mole raid available. What? And then there's these, which, okay, these are like BlackRock Foundry equivalents or something. But anyway, you can get decent enough starter-ish gear from these guys. So, of course, another thing is, yeah, this is 17,000 on top of the price to get this. And this is 10,000 on top of the price to get this. So, basically, Apex's crystals are going to be at a premium, and you don't want to be throwing them into your Seals of Tempered Fate when there are other ways to get them. Overall, I think this is, well, I think it's a better system than Lesser Charms because, look, no one liked Lesser Charms. They weren't fun to grind. There was, you know, at least this has got you doing different things. And I can imagine a lot of players saying, hey, Blizzard, you're making me PvP, or you're making me do X, Y, and Z. Well, the good news is, there's enough variation to ensure that if there's one or two things in game that you really don't like doing, well, chances are you'll probably be fine. And, you know, worst case scenario, maybe you end up handing in one of the repeatable quests twice and do it in an inefficient manner or something. So, yeah, that is the situation with the Seals of Tempered Fate. In terms of the bonus roll system in Warlords, it's largely the same in terms of what players will see. You know, you just click an item, or, you know, you just click the little, you know, roll button and maybe you get a bit of gear. But what they're doing is I think they're slightly upping the drop chance in comparison to MOP. They're also making it so that I think that you initially can't get duplicates or something like that. I forget the exact details of the system, but say we have a boss that's got items A and B, and I bonus roll item A one week, and the next week I, you know, do a bonus roll again. The only item that I could possibly win for that subsequent bonus roll would be item B. And if I then won item B and came back the third week, I could get either item A or item B. So there's a bit of kind of bad luck protection in there. Well, the bad luck protection for MOP is there, but also there's now duplicate protection, and a few more things to ensure that it should be a less frustrating system. These upgrades to the bonus roll system have essentially meant that Blizzard don't feel like we're going to need the, the item upgrade system. They didn't like the item upgrade system, or how it played out, or how it essentially meant that gear was an additional 8/16 item levels higher than it originally was, and they just didn't like that system, and they feel that by adding enough kind of bad luck protection and things like that to the bonus roll system, they can kind of improve things. But then, of course, in Warlords, you can also get gear upgrades from your garrison and many, many different things. So overall, I think it's all going to balance out pretty decently. Yeah, so that's that. I'll probably do a video just talking about gear in general in Warlords, because I do have some problems with the way that things can now be warforged, socketed, tertiary stats, and so much stuff that I think is going to be very problematic for the raiding scene. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.